red flag at night, racer's delight, but red flag at Richmond. That's where we are right now.
Yeah, I think old Digger's probably calling DWStore.com, giving you a T-shirt right now. What do you think?
I would say so.
I'm waiting for the stuff Digger, the plush.
Oh, listen, Digger is going to have some nice stuff that you're going to be able to get if he can just make it through tonight.
You know, we didn't plan to sell T-shirts. This whole Digger thing, folks, it just kind of evolved.
No, we had a few shirts made, and people said, where can we get one? So, you know, with FoxSports.com and DW Store, you can get all you want.
We've had a lot of fun with Digger. We had a contest to name him. I think we had another contest for who provided the voice of Digger.
Did we do that?
I don't know.
Who is that? Is that David Hill down there doing all the hollering?
All I know is that this will only mean
basis.
something to us. There's a man named Van Colley that's a happy man, and he can go to bed now.
That's right.
He can sell some T-shirts. You know, we don't get a chance to talk to crew chiefs during the race here at Richmond. It's just too darn loud. But how about now? Steve.
Mike with Mike Ford, crew chief for Denny Hamlin. And Mike, just before the caution came out, I had reported that Denny has told you, hey, you're making the car better, but let's not get complacent. Let's keep working on it.
Yeah, what he was talking about is, you know, last night the track kept tightening up in the center, and he's been pretty good in the center, but you know, we know we're going to have to continue to free that up and still keep drive off, which we started the race and we're leading strictly because we had track position. You know, the car wasn't very good, and we've made a couple of adjustments in that last run. We were starting to really make some gains. We've had the track position all night, and that's critical here in Richmond. But you know, we've been in these situations where we've led all the laps and fallen short at the end. There's still 170 laps to go, and we're going to keep working on it. You know, Denny can obviously win this race. We've got a good race car. You know, we can't be complacent, but we can't be stupid either. We can't just work on it to work on it. So if the car gets close, the changes will become minimal, and they did the last run.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, thank you.
Their last four finishes: the win at Martinsville, 5th in Texas, 3rd at Phoenix, 3rd at Talladega. They have climbed from 15th to 4th in the Sprint Cup standings.
Well, let's see if somebody over there on the back straightaway can tell us what happened. Hey, Kyle, it's DW. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you. You got me?
Yeah, 10-4. Taking a little break here, a little past halfway. How's the car, and can you do anything with your teammate there, brother?
Car's not bad. We made some air pressure adjustments tonight. I think a wedge adjustment as well, too, to get it a little bit better. Wasn't quite turning the center the way I wanted it to, and I was a little loose leaving. So we've worked on both those issues, and we've been getting a little bit better. But, man, that 11 is pretty stout. I don't know if we've got anything for him. I'm trying to get on his outside here on a restart so I can at least try to lead a lap and see if we can't get 5 points. But, you know, if that's not the case, that FedEx car is really strong.
Yeah, he is. He's been about a 10th quicker than most everybody out there tonight. Did you see what happened there going into 3? Were you able to tell what happened over there?
Yeah, luckily to my advantage, I got a Nextel Vision screen or Sprint Vision screen, however you want to call it over here. So it looked as though the 96 was barely on the outside of the 22, and you know, the 22 kind of moved up off the corner a little bit, and the 99 had a run on the 96, and when the 22 and the 96 made contact, then that got the 96 out of the throttle, and then the 99 just had nowhere to go and tapped him, sent him in the fence, and then I think the 10 was on his inside, sent him to the inside fence, and so the wreck was on pretty much, man. It was a big one over there. It looked like something from Talladega.
Yeah, 10-4. You know, I was wondering about something. You raced Thursday night, you raced last night, and here you are tonight. How are you feeling? How do you train to be able to run all these races?
Well, I've got a great trainer who works with me every day that I'm home in North Carolina, so that helps out a lot. Fitness training, being able to do cardio, being able to do weights and stuff like that. So I feel pretty good. I'm not bad in here right now. It's my helmet cooler, man. This thing is blowing my eyeballs back in my head. It's blowing so much cold air, so I'm happy with that. And seat cooler's good, so everything's going well. I got to get out of here tonight. Tomorrow we're going up to Madison, Wisconsin. We're going to run the NOS Energy Drink Super Late model tomorrow, so we're going to have some fun up there too.
Buddy, the way you've been running and winning, I look for somewhere to race every day. You're doing a good job, man. Keep it up.
I appreciate it, bud. Thank you.
Kyle Busch is second to his teammate Denny Hamlin, with Mark Martin, Martin Truex, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Kevin Harvick. all in Chevys, 3rd through 6th behind the 2 leading Toyotas. Carl Edwards 7th, Clint Boyer 8th. Patrick Carpentier, Kurt Busch, and Johnny Sauter have been checked and released at the Infield Care Center after a big pileup on the back straightaway. Now, defending series champ Jimmy Johnson finds himself in 18th here at the red flag, just 30 laps past halfway. Let's go to Matt Yoakum in Jimmy's pit.
Mike, moments ago, Chad Canals was down off the pit box surveying the damage with his car chief, Ron Malik, and the rest of the Lowe's crew members. So looking at things, how bad is it?
It's pretty damn bad. I'll be honest with you. You know, it's unfortunate. We haven't been as fast as we wanted to be the whole time we unloaded here. We came real close to the way we were last year, and just with this tire, it just hasn't worked for us. Some other people made the transition onto this tire a lot better, obviously. You know, when you go back there and you're running the back, that's the kind of things that happen. You know, it's unfortunate, but the Lowe's team we got here, you know, these guys are gonna do everything they can to get us back out there and try to get those valuable points. Obviously, all this is just a prelude to the chase, and that's what we've got to try to do.
Real quick, what are you going to do to fix this to try to get back out for points?
Well, first off, we got to cut a bunch of stuff off of it. We're going to try to remove the hood and some of the front fascia material, probably the right front corner of the splitter, and obviously get 4 new wheels and tires on it.
All right, thanks, Chad.
Yeah, man.
Krista?
Well, Matt, we're up on the pit box with Tony Uri Jr. and Dale Jr. Tony, the last thing I heard him say was, I can deal with tight, I can't deal with loose. What's going on with him in the race car right now?
Our car is loose in, and it's needs a little bit of forward bite, but the biggest thing is, you know, we're a little bit tight in the middle like you usually are here at Richmond, so we're just walking a fine line, and right there we got him a little too loose in, and so we're just making a couple more adjustments. You know, really ain't that far off from where we started the race, so we're just doing little baby steps.
Baby steps for the 88, Mike.
Thanks, Krista. Drivers being released from the care center, and we'll check with Dick Berggren, who's down there.
Well, Patrick Carpentier has come out of the care center. He's okay, but gee, you had such a great start to the night, qualified in the 4th position, but it was wild. What was it like inside the car?
Yeah, it was. You know, I don't know. I saw the guys up front. They hit each other, saw the smoke starting to come up, and I was trying to avoid it, go to the inside wall, and I got hit from behind, I think, spun around, hit the inside wall, and almost accelerated and got back to turn 3 and hit some cars, and then got hit and hit and hit. There were a lot of smokes. I couldn't see nothing. I just had my hands off the steering wheel, but that carbon fiber seat is pretty good, actually, because I got hit pretty hard, and everything's okay. So too bad for life luck, but we had a good start at least tonight. You know, I just want to finish, get some points, but man, these wrecks happen fast on a short track like that, or a big track.
Indeed, and when they start, a lot of stuff happens.
Well, that's the problem with its back straightaway, is relatively narrow, and when one car gets sideways, things pile up in a hurry. We'll show you again the cars involved in the crash that has put us under the red flag here, 230 laps into this 400 lap race. Some of these cars can be repaired. Now, this could be of consequence to point leader Jeff Burton, who could lose the point lead to Kyle Busch this evening. Now, Jeff Hammond's down at our Ford Fusion cutaway car and can tell us about some of the things these teams will do when we go to the yellow flag to get back in this race.
Well, Mike, first thing we want to do, we want to take a quick look at the Ford 360 car. Again, look at the Dow Automotive, you know, safety absorbing foam is in the right side of these cars. A lot of guys were running in each other. Patrick Carpentier talked about he got hit several times, but you see him walking away. Fast racetrack, but this new car, it really absorbs a lot of energy after being basically bounced around like a billiard ball. So that's the good thing about this new car. And the repairs that are going to happen, we already heard what they said. Some of the guys that got radiator damages, they're going to have to take and change the radiator. They'll work on the front fascia. They're going to have to cut some of this front board away as far as that nose is concerned on the 48. Get all this stuff clearanced up. So you're going to see Zitz wheels and Sawzalls is going to be the primary deal, especially the big hammers trying to beat the fenders out, Mike, to get everything geared up for that. One other thing I want to go to, we've been talking about brakes a lot during the course of this race and how hot they get. Again, you get an opportunity to see how big the brakes are on this car. One little demonstration I want to bring to you guys. I've been cooking up a couple ideas here. Take a quick look. I got a hot sheet here, 456 degrees inside this thing. So you can imagine what happens when this is a rotor. Imagine it being a rotor. Pour some water in this thing, and it just all but sizzles. Hot enough. If you can imagine this, 1,000-degree rotor, you throw that hamburger in there, you can imagine how quick you could cook a hamburger on one of these rotors tonight. This is a big deal as far as using the brakes up here tonight. During this little red flag, I think it gives these guys a good time, cool the brakes down, kind of regroup a little bit, give their teams an opportunity to see exactly where they are to make a final stretch run toward the end of the day.
Jeff Hammond.
Yes, sir.
I like my medium rare, please. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll have it sent right up.
Flip that over and put a little cheese on it for me, bud.
We'll take care of you there, DW. No problem, my friend. I know you're a little bit hungry.
Iron Chef Hammond.
Hey, we got everything cooking down here at the Hollywood Hotel.